Hey everyone, MyUsernamesThis here. Today I'm not going to be really playing Jailbreak. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So about a month ago I hit 400,000 subscribers, and I haven't really had that much time to do a 400,000 subscribers special until now, so I'm going to go ahead and just do one now. You might realize that the day I'm releasing this video on is Thanksgiving for like most of you, I'm pretty sure, because like most of you guys are like probably in US, Canada, somewhere like North America-ish. So according to most people, like Thanksgiving's like this amazing time, like they're all home from school and you do whatever, you eat turkeys and give Creekcraft L's or whatever nonsense like that. To me, it's a little bit different, and I'll tell you why. But in order to do so, I'll give you a bit of some background as to why I might feel this way, and maybe there will be some info about the face reveal. Just stay until the very end. So this story is going to be a bit interesting, because I know a lot of people are going to be like completely shook from this, and some people are going to get angry, and some people are going to like try to criticize me, whatever the heck they want to do. But hopefully, whenever I tell you the story, you'll probably understand what like 99% of things I do because of this thing. So basically, ever since I was very, very young, I never really like had that much trust with other people. Like people have like done things to like betray me. So back then I didn't really understand what most people like in public were trying to say, because you know, I spoke Chinese, they spoke English, and it's completely different languages, completely different alphabet, and everything is different. There's nothing really much in common, so it was really hard like understanding what other people were trying to say. And because I didn't really understand any, I naturally like you know, humans are technically primates. Primates consist of like monkeys and everything, so monkey logic, as I'll put it, says that if you don't know what someone's saying, consider it negative, because you know, survival. Because you don't want like someone saying I'm gonna oof you, but like you don't know what it means, so you'll be like okay, and then you go oof, you know what I mean? So basically, ever since I was a young kid, I didn't really like have that much trust in people, especially like when I went to school. People would like start like saying random stuff, so especially when it was near like Thanksgiving break, winter break, and spring break, and summer break, and all like the four like major breaks, and like at least in US school, like people seemed to really enjoy when it was a break time. But like for some whatever reason, like starting in about like late elementary school, I want to say, the break just didn't really feel like something good. Like I started feeling like torture, like because I never have anything to do at home. I get super duper bored, and at school I'd actually be able to learn and stuff. Now you might be wondering why school is better, even though like I had all that language barriers, because like I could like learn your structure, and I don't have like time to do nothing, because when I don't do anything, then my brain does some bad stuff that I'll talk about in a future video, maybe in about a month when Christmas is around, but I mean, who knows. So around that time I started to enjoy being at school, because of like all the distraction from all the bad stuff that I was thinking about. And because I said that, a lot of people started like seeing me as awkward. They started calling me like weird, strange, unhuman, whatever. I mean, back then I was like elementary school, I really didn't care what they were thinking. They were just like, those guys are a bit immature. So a lot of people didn't really like me being in their group for group work, because I'd always push them to like work even though they didn't want to work. And a lot of people didn't like me for that. And I've been facing like a bunch of like people calling me names and everything like that. You'd think that I'd report it to the teacher, but the thing is, because of like the whole language thing, I didn't really trust anyone, including teachers, counselors, principals, name whatever, you know. Basically, I'd really just take matters into my own hands, fix it all myself, because I didn't really have much trust in other people fixing the issues. And this whole I don't really like the holiday thing, it's been continuing every year. Like every time around this like holiday thing, people would always just start talking about how like they look forward to like sleeping in and stuff. I'm just like, don't understand any of that. I'll explain more of that in a future video. One year, I believe this was like 4 or 5 years ago, if I remember correctly, I basically got invited to this Thanksgiving so-called party, which previously I've never really been to much holiday parties. I just didn't understand the concept of party. You just goof around and act like a clown, and I didn't understand it. So this one, it was like a few of the people I knew from childhood, especially the people that introduced me to Roblox. They asked me to go to the party with them, so I kinda like got semi-forced into going to it. I obviously, like the type of guy I am, I really don't like being in large, loud environments. It's not what I enjoy doing. And so at the party, like they started like goofing around and making some games with like they had like balls and like those throwing balls, not the other one, in case you guys are thinking about those, you know. But basically they seem to all be like having fun and just like playing with like the game with each other, like seeing who can get like more catches and get other people out. And then they found a pool table, and they got those pool balls, you know, like those 15, like the triangle number amount of balls balls, 0xf if you're in a hexadecimal, whatever you want to call it, and they started like playing like kind of an air hockey type game with the balls where you just toss them into the other player's like goal-ish, kinda. At first, I kinda got a bit interested in it, and I started playing with them. I kinda like started scoring them, and then after a while, they started throwing the balls with a bit more force at me, and I perceived that, you know, monkey logic, humans technically are the same classification as monkeys to a certain point. So after a while, I started feeling like a threat, like my panic sensation came in, and basically, shortly afterwards, they started throwing the balls very, very violently and almost on purpose. Well, basically on purpose, because like no one just voluntarily throws balls like super hard continuously over and over again, you know what I mean? So I perceived that as a threat and basically went into panic mode, which if you guys haven't been in a panic attack, it's basically when you lose control of your body almost, like you can't really, like, your body's doing something and you just can't resist it. It's like kind of freaking out, but you don't know what you're freaking out exactly over. Like, I'm even having trouble remembering it because of how much I was actually freaking out. So after that, I got really angry because I'm pretty much a perfectionist. I want to be like #1 in case you guys haven't figured out by all the jailbreak videos I did complaining about getting arrested and stuff, you know. And basically I went into like probably the largest panic attack I've ever really had in my life, besides like maybe one other one that happened like 2-3 years later. Basically it was a bunch of swear wording and tossing objects at people and calculating projectile motion and stuff like that. And it didn't really end up that well. Like, even, like, my own parents were confused, everyone's parents were confused. Like, I think it's the first time I've actually, like, had a panic attack or something along the lines of that. Because I remember, like, that year, it was, like, when all the, negative mental health things started coming in, and it was just not a good time. So since then, I've never really enjoyed being with, like, people and, like, party environments or, like, large, like, meetups in general because of just like of all the bad things that have happened whenever I was there. Not the first time that this really happened. Like, it's happened previously where people excluded me because like I liked school, I didn't like their personality or something like that. Like, they just kept on excluding me. Even people I liked excluded me, and like they agreed to those as bad people. And like I've just never really gained much trust because like I was never really like seen as someone like good and trustable, because I mean I didn't like most of the activities the other people at school really enjoyed, and yeah, so it wasn't really like that interesting. So a few years have passed, and like I believe this was like 2014 or something whenever I first joined Roblox, and since then like I faced a bunch of times where I've had to like talk to people and stuff, and I just constantly feel very like strange and awkward and like fear that people are gonna like do things to me if I do something wrong. Long story short, I basically have what's called paranoid personality disorder. If you guys don't know what it is, search it up. But basically, super simplified, like for dummies version, a loss of trust that causes like you to be unable to do anything that really involves like having to trust other people. So if you guys want to go to my YouTube and like just scroll through all my old videos from like, especially when I first started using mic in around 2016, end of that year, basically 2 years ago at this point, you guys can probably tell that it was like, yeah, you like this guy being a YouTuber, it's like everyone's obviously going to be laughing at me, but never underestimate the bacon man. Okay, the reason why I dress up as a bacon hair is that a lot of people tend to bully the bacon hairs, okay, because they're like the defaults, they're like they have nothing, they're not like everyone else, especially like the guys with fancy avatars. So a lot of people don't really like the bacon hairs. I realized that because it's basically like similar to what I've been through my entire life. So never ever underestimate the power of a bacon hair, because just because someone looks funny, someone acts funny, someone does something that's not considered traditional, then it doesn't give you any right to just go angry, like criticize, exclude, whatever bad thing you want to do to that person, okay? I mean, after all the like 7 point whatever billion people in the world, except for identical siblings, everyone has different DNA, okay? Because that's how like genetics works, and you gotta accept like being unique, because everyone basically is unique. Even though identical twins have the same like genes, their personalities are different. Everyone is unique, okay? So you gotta respect unique bacon mans. So basically that's why I keep on saying respect the bacon hair. It has nothing to do with the last guest. I mean, sure, last guest basically shows that bacon hairs are being mistreated kind of in a way, but I mean like it's not really what affected me. Like, I was a bacon hair well before last guest came out. So I guess I should probably also mention the whole like face reveal thing. So if you guys haven't already realized, if you know how to use Google, you probably would already figure this out by now. But in case you guys don't, but basically I'm not going to be doing a official face reveal until people stop like disrespecting unique bacon hairs, or people that aren't really like considered like normal people that enjoy things that most people usually don't enjoy. You'd really think that like I'd be nice to people in an environment where I can't trust them. I used to do all that bad stuff as well. It might have given me like some temporary satisfaction, but it quickly went away and people quickly betrayed me. So please don't do that stuff. It's not good. I've like enjoyed being like creating my own content and like doing what I enjoy doing, like that doesn't cause harm to people, more than what I used to do, which is like criticize people all the time. So just basically just stop criticizing people and accept people's uniqueness, okay? If you guys enjoy this, be sure to press like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have anything you want me to do like in the future, if you guys want me to do more of these. And as always, stay unique and respect the bacon hair.